Currently, there are 3 million Shiba Inu owners. Nevertheless, in spite of this, burns got depleted massively. Is it possible that millions of people in the community are fleeing Shiba Inu at this moment? People are in a state of terror. They are posing the possibility that the burns may be prevented permanently. Nevertheless, what exactly is taking place? Can you guess what Shachi would say in response? And what on earth am I even referring about in this sentence? Please allow me to elaborate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more SHIB news, be sure to click the like button. At this point in time, Shiba Inu has been going through a period of relative quietness with regard to the burning of tokens. When it comes to the burn rate, the network's condition seems to be stable. A little less so. According to the data that is currently available from Shiba, the burn rate has been decreased by an astounding 88% in recent times. To give you a suggestion, today there were less than 1 million Shiba Inu coins that were delivered to wallets that have since been deleted. What a startlingly low number. In point of fact, we are seeing the lowest burn rate that we have experienced in the last several weeks. According to the data provided by the Shiba Burn, there were only 606,000 Shiba Inu that were taken out of circulation. For Shiba Inu, it is unquestionably an uncommon day, and it is one that is causing a few people in the community to raise their eyebrows. However, this is much more peculiar. According to Shiba Burn, there was a single day in which over 5.4 million Shiba Inu were set ablaze. Everyone was buzzing with excitement since it was such a jaw-dropping rise, and what about now? One day later, the situation is entirely different from what it was before. For those who are a part of the Shiba Inu community, this precipitous dip seems like a moment of whiplash. How come this is taking place? In any case, hold on while I explain. Now comes the most bizarre part. Currently, it has been documented that the number of Shiba Inu holders has officially reached 3 million. Indeed, you did hear it correctly. These days, the Shiba Inu community is comprised of 3 million individuals. In a similar vein, as we are all aware, that smaller burns often indicate that fewer transactions are taking place. It is a straightforward equation. As the pace of activity decreases, the rate of burn also decreases. This brings up a significant question. Do you think that this indicates that millions of people who own Shiba Inu are packing their belongings and departing the community? And it goes without saying that when matters get this unstable, rumors begin to spread like wildfire. As a consequence of this unexpected drop, there are some individuals who are circulating outlandish notions. Are you able to believe it? Because of that large recent surge followed by this rapid decline, there are even allegations that some are making that the burn rates have permanently disappeared. This is all because of the recent spike. But now for the most important question. How does Shachi feel about all that has been going on? In addition to being the image of Shiba Inu, the principal developer. Certainly, he is going to have something to contribute to the discussion, right? When you take a cursory glance at his Twitter account, it does not seem that there is any need to be concerned about anything. In point of fact, everything seems to be perfectly bullish. There were no indications of terror, no hints of cryptic warnings, simply the typical optimistic atmosphere that looked ahead. This entire controversy about the burn rate doesn't seem to have affected him in any way, shape, or form. If he is not yet ready to confront the issue, it might be a sign that he is trying to tell you to be calm and have faith in the broader picture. On the other hand, from his point of view, everything seems to be going swimmingly. What more is there to say? It is possible that this is the case, since one Twitter expert has said that the downward trend in burn rate is not as alarming as it first seems to be. Despite the fact that it is unquestionably surprising individuals, it is possible that it is something that we ought to have anticipated taking place. Give it some thought. At the moment, the market is experiencing some degree of instability. Many projects, not only Shiba Inu, are experiencing variations as the year draws to a close. This is because the conclusion of the year is almost around the horizon. It is a moment when individuals are reevaluating their strategy, closing out positions and getting ready for what is to come. Has the pace of burning slowed down then? It is possible that this is just a normal movement that occurs in the cryptocurrency market at periods like this. There is no doubt that it is a dramatic situation at the present. Nevertheless, when you take a step back, it is not always an indication of disaster. It is just the way that the market does things at times. Actually, when you take a step back and look at the wider picture, even Bitcoin, the most prominent cryptocurrency, is dealing with its own unique set of problems. The Shiba Inu is not the only breed that is going through a difficult time. For instance, the difficulty of mining Bitcoin has been increasing recently, reaching a new all-time high of around 110 trillion and reaching a record high. When Bitcoin is confronted with these issues, it has the potential to have a ripple effect throughout the whole sector, which may have an impact on tokens such as Shiba Inu. This trait is not exclusive to Shiba Inu. In the realm of cryptography, this is simply the way things sometimes work out. As a result, when you take everything into consideration, it really begins to make sense. In the beginning, the decrease in burn rate could be a bit unsettling. Nevertheless, taking into consideration the circumstances of the market as a whole, it is not anything that should cause alarm. Of course, it is not all. Additionally, the Twitter expert brought out something that is rather significant. In spite of the fact that the burn rate has decreased, the cost of Shiba Inu is still maintaining a resilient position above crucial support levels. The significance of this lies in the fact that it demonstrates that Shiba Inu's foundation continues to be strong, even in the face of these waves of success and failure. It is possible that the market will shift in favor of Shiba Inu once the time is just perfect. There is still the possibility of a resurgence going forward. Consequently, despite the fact that it has been a crazy ride as of late, it has been at this point, there are still grounds to have a positive outlook on the prospects of Shiba Inu. To be more specific, here is one argument why you should have a positive attitude about Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu are now being accepted by real estate companies in Dubai for the purpose of purchasing property. That's right, the city that is famous for its high-end real estate is now welcoming Shiba Inu owners who are interested in making significant moves in the real estate market. This is a significant achievement for Shiba Inu, since it demonstrates that it is improving its recognition and usefulness in the actual world. It is no longer sufficient to just engage in trading on exchanges. The Shiba Inu is beginning to make its impact in the world of real concrete contracts. However, here comes the most thrilling part. Satoshi Kusama has also revealed a significant revelation about the next year, and it has caused the whole Shiba Inu society to be buzzing with excitement. The person who is in charge of Shiba Inu is quite enthusiastic about the forthcoming of Shiba Inu. Kusama hinted that it would do an in-depth investigation of the technologies that the Shiba Inu crew has been working on, as well as how these technologies interact with one another to power the Shiba Inu infrastructure. This podcast, in Shachi's opinion, is more than simply a collection of words. It will demonstrate how the ideas developed by Shiba Inu have the potential to make an influence in the actual world, even going so far as to save the planet. You have a really ambitious objective right there, and the community is unquestionably on board with it. However, this is not the end of the story. When it comes to the imminent release of Shiba Inu's fresh new racing game, Satoshi Kusama is also really enthusiastic about it. In a post that he made not too long ago on X, he couldn't control his excitement and referred to the game as yet another significant victory for Shiba Inu. Considering that the Shiba Inu team is fully committed to expanding the cryptocurrency gaming sector, this is a significant piece of news for the Shiba Inu ecosystem. In light of all that is taking on at the moment, it is simple to dwell on the bad and to have feelings of uncertainty over the future. On the other hand, it is not the mindset that we need to have, particularly about the realm of cryptography. As Lucy, a renowned figure in the Shiba Inu society, said on her Twitter account, the most powerful individuals are not always those who emerge victorious, but rather those who remain resolute in the face of defeat. The struggles that Shiba Inu is going through at the moment are quite similar to what you have described. Despite the fact that we are seeing oscillations in the burn rate as well as some ups and downs, we are not throwing down the towel just yet. The perseverance of the Shiba Inu community and its capacity to remain devoted in the face of adversity are the sources of the community's strength. It is not even close to being over for Shiba Inu. Furthermore, as Lucy's message states, it is about persevering through the difficult times, gaining wisdom from the failures, and being prepared for the next significant chance. This is not the end of the story. Because of this, you shouldn't allow short-term failures obscure the wider vision. It would seem that everything is going to fall into place for Shiba Inu in the next year, as we look forward to the following year. It is being asserted by the developers, and they are certain that August 2025 is going to be a significant turning point in the game. This sentiment was repeated by Lucy in another tweet, in which she said, "Say hello if you're getting bored of this market. I am asserting that the year 2025 will be completely green. Nothing else is permitted to be done." It is a really strong assertion. Furthermore, it beautifully reflects the spirit that many of us in the Shiba Inu community are experiencing at the moment. Despite the ups and downs that the market has experienced, we are all holding out hope that the next year would offer the expansion and advancement that we have been anticipating. It is possible that the year 2025 will be the year when everything falls into place for Shiba Inu, and the year that the community's efforts finally bear fruit. However, what are your thoughts on this matter? Leave a comment down below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.